Well, in this episode, the A-Team was reunited once again. What will they do next time? You'll have to find out. Next time on The C-Team. Hey.
I'm dead.
Tim, pull up. Oh. We'll wait for you to respawn. That's definitely a penis.
Breaking news! Titan crashes in to a remote
Breaking news,
military
this
base.
first in, the Titan is, it's
On the
crashed.
smoke, on the smoke.
On the smoke, he's throwing in smoke. We're getting, evac for the first results of living material from the crash. Hello, sir, what is your name?
I don't know.
Can you repeat that, one more time, sir? For the news?
Right?
Anal News. A-N-A-L, Anal News, broadcasting, this is Harry Longwood speaking, and, what is your name, sir? Alright, I'm gonna say Carl, because I didn't hear your name. Carl, is that alright? No, I'm sorry. Dick, or Richard. Richard, how do you feel being the first and only survivor from the crash of the Titan?
Alright.
Richard, how old are you?
Alright.
Alright, this just in. We have, random combustion.
We have a report of explosions, I repeat! We have a report of explosions!
we are under attack. We are under attack. Carl! Richard, come back! Richard, come back! Hey, Richard.
What happened to Richard?
Richard's no longer here. Now there's only Carl.
Richard was a good boy. He was, oh no, Richard's not so nice! Richard's not nice! Richard's not a nice
What are you
person!
doing? We saved you, Richard!
Richard, please!
Richard!
Richard, why you do this? Richard, put the... Richard, oh. Richard,
Put the gun down, Richard!
Richard, get out of the helicopter, Richard. Richard. Fogo!
Today, the world of GTA has encountered an act of terrorism. Serve and justify all that was involved. It's Richard! Oh my god, he fell!
Richard, why you do this? Richard, we must. Hey, you know what I usually do with these, Vogel? You
What?
Remember? Yeah. Can you do that to summon Richard back? You know. You
But it's gone.
What?
Gone. The can's gone.
Yeah, but can you? Do you have some?
Nah, it's gone. But mine's gone too.
Well, this
Let's go
just
investigate the crash site.
Is that
Ah!
Richard, are you okay? Richard, can you please take off
Is
your
that Richard?
hat and your vest? I just would like to talk. No weapons, Vogel. No weapons. Hey, put your weapon away. Put your weapon away. Oh, hey, man.
I'm sorry, hey.
Okay. Truth. Okay. Richard, would you please take off your vest and hat? This is a formal meeting place. Oh, Richard! Hey! Richard! I'm sorry, Richard! 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 Oh! 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 Richard! I breastfed you as a child. Richard! Richard! Why you do this? Richard! I gave you milk when your mother didn't. Okay? Richard! Richard! You don't dare get in that plane, Richard! 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 Richard!
Immortal life.
Richard! Don't you do it, Richard! Don't you make us do this! Richard! Richard! Richard, I love you, Richard! But I will do this if I have to. Richard! Richard! Please, I don't want to do this, Richard! Richard! Richard was my baby. It seems as if Richard is trying to communicate with us. Becky, what is he trying to say?
I believe he is trying to say that he does not want to hurt us anymore, and he wants to become a hitchhiker.
Richard just hit me, guys.
Richard wants to become a hitchhiker and ride the rails. Richard! Richard! Please! Please! Richard! Richard, come on. Hey, Richard, we can settle this. We can, Richard.
Richard is no longer here.
Richard. Richard.
Where's Richard?
Richard?
I repeat, this is Homeland Security.
Oh. Hey. Alright. You don't do that. Richard. I heard it's true that you don't want to kill anyone anymore and you just want to ride the rails as a hobo. Is that true?
No.
Oh. Richard, what would you do if I gave you a ride to your home? We can get you in a safe place. We can... Richard, come on. Come on, Richard. Come on, Richard. Go. It's okay. Richard, it's okay. You trust us. I'm here. I'm here to offer you a hand. Come on. Son. Oh, look, you even made rocks for me. You made like a little path for me and stuff, Richard. So nice.
Where?
Come on, come give me a hug, Richard.
Whoa.
Oh. Richard! Those weren't rocks. That wasn't us crossing the line into a new life together. Those were explosives, Richard. Explosives kill people. Richard! Richard, you're grounded. Richard, I trusted you. Richard. Richard? Richard? Richard?
Oh god.
Richard? Son? Richard? Son, this is your dad.
I can take the shot.
Richard, we don't want to do this. But if you don't listen to Papa, you're gonna get shot. And Papa doesn't want to shoot you. Richard! Richard! Richard!
Oh god.
Those kill people too! Richard! Richard!
Oh my god.
Richard, you can't do that. That's gonna hurt Papa. Richard, please.
I repeat, I can take the shot. I can take
Richard,
the shot.
no, do not take the shot. I repeat, do not take the shot. Richard, Richard, you need to stop this right now, young man. Richard,
Okay.
take the shot. Take the shot.
Shot.
Richard, I'm sorry. Richard, please. Richard.
Oh god.
Richard, please. Richard.
Richard, why would you do that?
This just in, Richard Wankerdankle is on a massive murder spree, killing everyone in the United States and Southern America's army.
What was that, Richard?
We have our best decipherer on the case right now to try to figure out this native language that Richard is speaking in. Hello, this is
Your credit card define you.
my name is Tom,
Shopping spree with a red shark.
and
The great white shark is a beast of a
from
everyone
years and years of extensive training, I can honestly tell you that, without any doubt in my mind,
flamboyant spender, the bull
that
shark
Richard
for the violent, aggressive predator who hunts in all
Richard is
environments.
a bona fide terrorist,
There's the terrible bastard,
and he's trying to take over the world.
the slow-moving liberal with no teeth. For the
The noise he's making is part of a Gaelic language mixed with Chinese and Mongolian, and he is
This is a classic from London.
quote unquote
One of the original
saying,
girl bands from the 90s.
I wish
This is All Saints with Pure
to
Shores.
end all lives on Earth and start anew by the blood of my ancestors. I will. What the?
Oh!
Richard! 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 Richard says also that he will keep on killing and causing chaos, such as the stuff you're seeing right now by our firsts on the scene, until he gets what he wants. This is Richard's father here, and I'm here to try to find out what he wants. Richard, Daddy loves you. Do you know what he's saying, as Richard's father? No, I do not. To be honest, I don't love him. I was lying. I was trying to see if... Richard, come on. Hey, buddy. Come on. Hey, you wanna... I know what it is, Richard. You're mad at me because I didn't let you get the ice cream, aren't you? Oh. That's what it is. I'm so sorry, bud. You know I would have let you got the ice cream if I knew you were gonna become a homicidal maniac. Come on, Richard. Richard, hey! Richard, is it alright? Yeah, can I... Dick. You dick. Richard, you... you man. You're the man, Richard. Look at you. You've got all the power in the world. And guess what? The ladies love you. Like, let's be honest. I mean, come on. Who doesn't love people that like to kill people? This just in, we also found Richard's cousin. His name is Ma, and he has some words to say. Ma, what are your feelings right now? Ma. Oh. Any other words? You've heard it here first, folks. Richard is no longer an evildoer. He said it himself. He's not here to do bad anymore. I mean, he's a changed man. Oh, Richard, I am Dr. Phil's agent, and he just wanted me to let you know that without you, we couldn't have changed the world together. You have made the world a better place. Do you want some cigarettes to just ease the anxiety? Here.